Hello, my name is Jason Owen and welcome to my episode recap for episodes 8 and 9 of Attack on Titan Junior High. Those episodes were titled Spine Chiller and Sweet Summer. And so I guess the 9th episode contains spoilers for what happens in the manga, because it does involve Bertold a lot more with Reiner and Annie, their relationship together as a trio, along with Ymir and Krista as well. I don't know if they're involved, but definitely Bertold and Annie are very involved in together in episode 9, and so I guess it's a spoiler according to some fans on Twitter and other sites as well. So I don't know much about the manga. I'm an anime only watcher for Attack on Titan, so I don't really know what's been spoiled, but apparently something has been spoiled, but I don't really mind it too much. I don't really let spoilers bother me too much because it's my own fault that for not reading the manga or continue to read on ahead after the anime is ended, and so it's just my problem anyway. But I don't really know it's been spoiled. If you want to spoil it in the comment section down below, I don't really mind, but whatever. It's still pretty fun episodes overall, 8 and 9. Again, really curious what the spoiler is. I kind of looked it up a little bit, kind of was spoiled on what happens to certain characters, and Bertolt and Reiner especially, but again, I won't really let it bother me too much. 8 Spine Chiller, this is basically a typical slice of life sort of trope where we have the underclassmen with Eren and the others going on a test of courage set up by the upperclassmen for this 57th test of courage, basically to welcome in the guys to the scouts. Erwin Smith is the guy who's pretty much heading all this, he's the one who created it, I guess, and so all the guys have to write their names on the blackboard in order to pass the test of courage. Armin, Eren, and John, they're the most terrified of everything, and we go through the 7 wonders of Attack on Titan Junior High. I'm not sure if that's actual thing in Attack on Titan, the 7 wonders of the world. Probably is. I don't know if it's exactly what these things are. We first start off with the laughing Mona Lisa, which freaks everyone out, except Mikasa. She's really just chill as usual, only caring about what Eren is going and what he's up to. Typical Mikasa sort of things there. But again, I'm not really sure if that's a spoiler as well, if it's spoiling these 7 wonders of Attack on Titan, but definitely the other guys, and Sasha, Yumi, and Krista, they run into a ghost, per se, in Hanako, in the bathroom, and I do like how Reiner and Bertold had conversations, like, oh, hey, Bertold, why do you think girls go in the bathroom together all the time? This is one of those typical guy conversations they have there, and they're pretty much stuck in a never-ending staircase, where they just keep going up and up and up. Reiner, he's pretty much saying that you're imagining things, and Bertold, he just goes with the flow with Reiner, because, they're close friends and all, but still, they just kept going up and up and up until the end of the episode. The other wonder that they run into, Eren and the others run into, is the Beethoven playing Symphony Number 5 like crazy. Again, that's a weird way to phrase that. But Eren freaks out. He runs off on his own. He finds the mirror ghost, and apparently it's another wonder. If you look into the eyes of the ghost, it sucks you into the mirror. And obviously, as these things go on, you can kind of tell that the wonders are basically the upperclassmen dressed up as them, and they're just freaking out all the guys on their own, except for one other ghost that Krista runs into, because eventually Krista does lose Ymir and Sasha when Ymir's running away, and she grabs Sasha by mistake, and so she's freaking out, trying to find Krista. Krista is crying, trying to find Ymir and the others, and when she is doing that, she finds another ghost. However, this is another wonder, that she was lost in the test of courage, and she doesn't know that she's a ghost yet, and they're basically having a conversation with each other, and that was not part of the plan. That was actually a ghost that Krista ran into, and she's wanting to be like this person, and she really helped Krista comfort her and all that. Obvious ones was the dancing human figure and the screaming skeleton, which is basically a colossal Titan, and the Eren Titan, which is chasing the guys in the music room. And then eventually Eren and the others, they meet up with Krista's group. They meet the headless dribbling ghost, which I was surprised they didn't realize was Levi in the first place. He is dribbling his own head. I'm not sure how they did that, but they somehow did that there. And so they're being chased around by a huge cannon as well, until Levi slaps the cannon away. And so it just all ends just like that, typical ways a test of courage does, and if everyone have a good laugh with each other. Familiar with the context of some of these things in these upcoming episodes, especially episode 9, because I've not read up that far into the manga. But definitely Bertold, he is embarrassed to ask Annie out because he really likes her, has a big crush on her. Reiner, he wants to go to the spring festival, the summer festival at least, with Krista, but Ymir obviously gets in the way of that, so he doesn't want to go alone as well because he's embarrassed. And so Reiner and Ymir, they do tease Bertold to ask Annie out, and so Annie, she's kind of forced to go because everyone else wants to go as well, and so she's kind of just forced to go along with them. And so Ymir and Reiner, they work together to devise a plan for Bertold to pretty much try to earn Annie's love. And the way Reiner explains this through his examples is a chocolate-covered banana, which represents Bertold, and a candy apple, which represents Annie. Typical thing for Sasha, you would think, role-playing with food, but that's what Reiner is doing here with Bertold, and he just comes up with many complicated things, or just really simple things that he makes overly complicated. Like the first plan was to compliment her, which does fail because he goes really too specific with his compliments for Annie, and so their next plan is to show off his manliness through a shooting game. However, it's run by Ness and Charlotte, who, of course, that's a cameo there. He even says the same exact lines he does in the original anime, but it does not really work out so well as well because Mikasa and Annie, they end up competing against each other. They're winning obscure prizes like a Wii U, a Wii spelled like W-E-E, an SP7, and a Windows 99, and so that's like weird things that they won. So Mikasa and Annie, of course, having their rivalry here once again. A specific operation where it's called watch out, your yukata's gonna get spoiled or stained, and so Connie and Sasha, they went to get shaved ice instead of Ymir, and so that kind of derails the plans, but they improvise when Ymir just knocks off the shaved ice, and so it does kind of work out because Bertold does help Annie out by not getting yukata stains, but it doesn't really go out the way Reiner and Ymir wanted it to, and because Bertold, he's very nice and he doesn't really want to involve Annie in these sort of antics, and so he just runs off on his own to the dye there, and so he is off on his own, and so that's why everyone's trying to find him, and Annie eventually finds Bertold because he knows where he's going to be at the dye cutting station, and so they kind of have a one-on-one moment together, a little emotional. At least the music was emotional, like the music was really hyped up, it was really getting set up for a kiss between them, or at least some sort of relationship moment there. Everyone does find them as well. However, all Annie agreed to was to do dye cutting with him. He didn't really ask her to be his girlfriend, didn't ask her out, they didn't really ask to kiss or anything like that. It kind of just ends with just them doing the dye cutting thing altogether. That's how it's gotten going here because Andy compared him to Air, or just having him convenient to be around, not really much of anything else. You're just fun to be around, or you're just, it's nice to have you around as like background filler, basically. And so that's kind of where it ends there. Not sure where else it goes in the manga between Bertold, Annie, and Reiner. Obviously, Annie, we see her end in the anime, but of course, I'm sure there's something else going on in the manga as well. So I've not read that far up there yet. So you can spoil it if you want in the comments. I don't really care. Just, not really big on spoilers because it's kind of my own fault for not reading up to the manga to date. Giving both these episodes a 7 out of 10. Nothing really too much for like substance, just more of just fun, filler, not really filler, but just, for this fun, like, background noise sort of things, here. You enjoy it to watch for now, but when you look back on it, it's probably not gonna be as memorable, but still, at the time you're watching it, it's still just fun to watch, fun to, like, waste some, half hour or so, and so that's pretty much what I thought about these two episodes. Again, so the context sort of things I don't really get just yet, because I'm not read that far in the manga, so it doesn't really resonate with me too much, only a couple things here and there, some Easter egg sort of things they put in the, spin-off version, which will probably translate into Season 2, perhaps, of Attack on Titan. Your thoughts and opinions on these two episodes in the comment section down below. Also, rate this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, share this video as well. It really helps me out. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching my episode recap for episodes 8 and 9 of Attack on Titan Junior High. Those episodes titled Chiller and Sweet Summer. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.